Well, some of you might have a little bit of extra time on your hands right now, and we all know why. So I thought I'd run through some of my favorite mods to show you what I've done with my Jeep over the last 5 years. But I'm going to go fast. Some of the stuff is for safety reasons, some of it's performance, and some of it is just I wanted to personalize it so it's my Jeep, not somebody else's. So we're going to start at the front. So this is the Tough Guard Form Fit hood protector. A lot of rocks, stuff from the trail, guys I'm following too close, get flung back. I wanted to protect the paint. This is solid. Made in Alberta, these guys do a lot of OEM work, so I've had no trouble with it at all. It's a no drill install. Awesome, love it. I really like, because I hate the rubber Jeep hood latches. These are aluminum. I used to get some incredible flutter out of the hood. So bad, it ripped the angry eyes right off my front of my Jeep at 80 miles an hour. That was kind of scary. So with that on there, there's no flutter. And I was always concerned too, like, Jeep must be one of the few trucks that you can actually get into anybody's hood for a midnight auto supply run. I installed the bolt locks system, so it's one key, so I can use my ignition key. I don't need an extra key. And unlock it, and that way at least no one else can get in. What you're seeing right now too is something completely unique, because I don't have to use this bar to hold my hood up anymore. There's gas struts on either side. The hood goes up, it stays up. The advantage is now I can work in my engine without actually having this arm in the way, and that feels really good. If there's a disadvantage to it, it's I can't flip the hood all the way back and open. But in my garage, the roof is so low I can't do it anyway. You can actually pull out a couple pins and some screws, and if you had to, get your hood up all the way. Up front, there's a big badass steel Terraflex bumper, and I'm running an 8,000-pound Kodiak winch with synthetic cable. This is pretty slick. It's stow and show. So when I'm on the trail, I can pull my license plate off quickly and easily and get to my winch if I need it. And here you can see the Factor 55 Ultra Hook, which is one of my favorite hooks, does everything. The other cool thing about the stow and show is when I pull the plate off, I actually have an attachment that will let me put in a GoPro camera holder, so I can actually mount my action cam right on the front of the Jeep. A little bit of bling. This is the Rugged Ridge. They're the Pro Elite headlight guards. Take off the old OEM ring, keeping the black screws, and mount on the new Elite headlight guard. Now, yeah, I mean, you could argue the only thing it's going to protect it from is getting hit by something the size of a softball. But I also like the idea of it looks good for driving around town, and if I ever wanted to actually add heavy-duty grill work, I could use the existing headlight guard as a nice framework to lay some heavy mesh on top. So this is the JW Speaker LED headlights. The original lights from Jeep 2015, which is my year vintage. Easy Bake Oven lights have more illumination than what the stock Jeep headlights do, so this was a huge plus for me. So around the side right now I'm running a set of Destination XTs from Firestone. Good all-terrain tire, crazy wet traction, snow traction. We have a video on that, you should check it out. Rugged Ridge does these XHD wheels. I went chrome because I wanted a little bit of bling, but you might want to actually go one of the other colors, because there is a rim protector that you can put on this if you're worried about it getting scratched up. One of the things that I like on the new Bronco, if you've seen that video and some of the new spy shots, is the rock slider is just like this. Now this one's from Terraflex. I like it because it's uptight, it's close to the body, it gives me great ground clearance, and you can see that the Jeep is a little bit taller, so 3.5-inch lift on the Jeep, and it's from Terraflex as well. Nice tight suspension. I love the way this drives. So you can see the Rugged Ridge off-road lights. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to stick stadium lights on your Jeep and drive around, this is it. They're 3 LEDs, 72 watts each. I've got the covers on right now. They come with it. You can actually set it up so you can switch 1, 2, or 3 of those off or on. I like them rather than a solid light bar because I can actually adjust. So the middle one right now is tilted up a little bit for farther down the road. The other 2 are down a little bit so I can see more of the bush and what's coming up on the sides. So come on along. I've always had a huge beef with those OEM soft Velcro to the roll bar handle grips. So I went with, again, Rugged Ridge here. It's kind of like, looks like brass knuckles, but it's a solid grab point to get in and out, especially when your Jeep's lifted and you have larger tires. Makes it a lot easier to get in and out. And when you look at the back, it's a bit of a pistol grip for the passengers, but same idea. Solid, pull themselves in, pull themselves out. Now, while we're up here, some of the spy shots for the new Bronco 2, I talked about the switches. Here I have the switches that can run my off-road lights, air to my compressor, rock lights, all set up right from here. And I like it because it's on the Apillar. Definitely makes the switches easy to access. There is no wasted space, nothing gets in the way here. The other thing that's kind of cool is inside, I've got a little device from Rugged Ridge, and it'll hold my phone, and it'll also put a GoPro down here so I can use this as my GPS, music, whatever else. Up here I've got a Papago dash cam. It's also an extended mirror. Anybody that's got a Jeep knows that the rear view is horrendous. So this gives me a little bit out either side to give me some more perspective and see what's coming at me. Underneath the seat here is a subwoofer, because I love my tunes and I do a lot of drives that are a little bit longer, so having a bass right underneath my seat is an excellent addition. Love that. Coming around to the back, spending time on the trail. This is from Bestop. So it makes a great small tabletop. If you're out on the trail and you need to stop, open some stuff up, or you can use it as a rack and a carrier. Swings in and out. It doesn't get in the way, so it's super handy. One of the other things I liked is I put the JW Speaker LED headlights up in front, and I got the JW Speaker rear taillight. So it's an LED taillight. It's kind of cool because it looks like it's white, but actually it lights up red, and they are a lot brighter. I'm always a little bit concerned about getting rear-ended on the trail. Maybe it's the people I ride with, but having this on the back, even at nights, foggy days, poor conditions, it's nice to not get rear-ended, and they work phenomenal. Something you hope you never ever need to use, but fire extinguisher back here with a Rugged Ridge mount on it. You know, technically, yeah, it's supposed to be within the driver's reach, but I'm not running the Baja 1000. I just need something to put out that campfire that gets out of hand. I talked about the Terraflex steel bumper up front. This is the Terraflex rear bumper in the back. If you've ever actually held an OEM Jeep Wrangler bumper in your hands, you can pretty much pick it up at one end and wave it around like a popsicle stick. It's that super lightweight plastic. This is something that if you're in the bush, on a tight trail, you got to back up and you bump into a stump, this doesn't even know that you did. A little bit lower down, I put on dual muffler pipes from Rugged Ridge. Again, I went chrome because, yes, I went a little bit of bling. I was a little bit concerned originally that maybe I was going to rip this off on the trail, but so far, no dings, no hassles, no problems. And I should have mentioned up front too, we've got a Volant cold air intake system, so there's more cold air coming in from the front, cleaner, and then this gives us a little bit less back pressure for more flow through. The last thing is underneath the passenger seat, an ARB dual compressor. So I've got onboard air and a system from Innovative JK products. It allows me to inflate or deflate all 4 tires at exactly the same time. So now you've seen what I've spent my time and money on the last 5 years. Tell me, out of all the stuff I did, what were your top 3 things that you liked? Tell me, what were the top 3 that you think were just dumb? And what have you done that I haven't done that you think that should be done? So let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, smash that like button, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. And ring that bell so you're the first to be notified when a new video comes out. Till next time, stay safe, and we'll see you on the trails.